Good afternoon. It's Friday, July the 1st, 2022. I decided about a half an hour ago I'm going to go spontaneous live. I haven't done one of these shows in about 6, 7 weeks, actually. And I was sick. I had a little accident in the house and then I got COVID. So I wanted to do the feature eBay sellers that paid me the $10 for the year and support them by featuring their store and just talk a little bit about eBay. There is a poll up on the feed, and if you guys could answer those questions, answer that poll, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if anybody wants to join me live on the camera live, the link is pinned up above, and basically you're just going to talk about eBay. Anticipate the show being about usually an hour long. That's typically what I do for this. So, hey, Mike, how are you? Thank you for stopping. I do appreciate it. Nobody was doing an auction at this time, and I'm actually caught up with packages, and I'm not sure honestly how busy it will be going into July 4th weekend as people are doing barbecuing out doing things. So I kind of anticipate maybe this being a slow weekend just because I live here in Pennsylvania. People are going to enjoy their time, but you just never know. It's weird. I had my busiest day last Sunday, but keep in mind I sell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook, and I haven't done no YouTube auctions yet this year. The only YouTube auction I did was for charity, and that was it. But I don't go live much, and I am going to give away a shirt today, um, later on towards the end. And if anybody is interested in supporting me or the channel and wants to buy, we're selling them at cost. Two shirts shipped $20, and we have size large, extra large, 2X, and I think we have a couple 3X. So shameless plug, two shirts for $20. I'm not making no money on them. That basically pays for the shirt, and getting two shirts that way cost me like $5 to ship. And I when I got them, I got like 100 at a time. So at the end of the day, so they're bought and paid for. If I could recoup some money back from them and get some shirts out there, um, and I will basically all you do is email me, and you know I will put. It's yeah. I can put it. Yeah, I can put it in my description, and then we'll PayPal. So, how's everybody doing out there as far as um, sales, as far as online? So let me put in the description real quick before I forget, and then people will be. We didn't see your email. Oh, it's weird how now, like you start typing in. I notice when you're doing editing on the video details when you're laying it out now, it's starting to auto populate some things. Um, yeah, let me see, and then I'll start featuring the stores. Let me add the tags to it. We have really nice weather right now here. So hold on, give me 1 second, guys. And we're gonna buy something from somebody's store. So let me. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Yep. Okay. Hey, Stuart, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping. How is everything going? How is eBay treating you, Stuart? I know that you're doing the shops and stuff like that. So, Mike, thanks for stopping. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I usually don't. I haven't been live because I was sick there for about 6 weeks, and honestly, a lot of times, especially with the good weather, I'm out doing things. I was cutting grass last night at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and it got dark, and I had to stop. But I cut all the grass in the back, so I should be out there now cutting more grass instead of doing YouTube. But it's a little hot out there. I said, let's go live and let's feature the people that do. So let me share the screen. Yeah, actually, for me, Stuart, I had my best month as far as Amazon. I had my best month as far as sales wise. Uh, even when I sold an expensive oven, a commercial oven to a bakery that I had bought years ago, and I only used it for 9 months. So I sold that, and that money I honestly used to buy Disney passes for the fall. So let's feature the eBay resellers that we have on here. And since Stuart is here, we'll this is on the travelingpicker.com. We'll feature his store. If anybody wants to join us again in the chat, the link is pinned up below. You must come in with your camera on, and obviously, hey Craig, what's up? Are you're probably working, so you probably can't even come in and hang out. And maybe make you a moderator. I haven't gone live in a while, so. I know, Mike. It wasn't fun. I know exactly. So, okay. So let me close down this screen because we're seeing a double screen. Oh, you're working. Okay. So let me. I went to pull up. Let me. Okay, there we go. Franklin Hill Ventures here. Let me see. I'll put my. I don't need me real big, but Franklin Hill Ventures here, and I do this, and these people gave me $10 for the year, and I said that I would feature them, at least once a month throughout the year, and I really haven't done nothing in the past 6 weeks with this, so I decide, why don't we go on, and it's a constant grind though with eBay wanting to get things. As you can see, Franklin Hill Ventures here has 151,000. Oh no, excuse me, 151 followers, 100%, and has sold 7,000 items. He's got only 811 items listed, but honestly, probably all just good quality items. So let's click on this pin here, and we'll visit the store. And that's if you guys are watching this in the replay or watching and you want it, instead of supporting a large Walmart or Target, so support a fellow reseller. Go in and the stores that I'm featuring today, go check them out and support. I don't get anything from it. They gave me $10 for the year, and to the end of the year, I would feature their store several times. And this would be honestly the only year I would do this, because it's a lot. Because I don't give everybody I'm not an auction channel, so I don't give everybody a wrench done. I've had too many issues where people, there's been comments deleted, and so I have filters in place that people can't put curse words or things like that in there. So I only have a couple moderators that I know personally, that I've talked to, hung out with, and that's it. So I don't have an auction format. I do blue. So just to, there's even people I know in here that, that was actually a complaint one time before. Hey, Gary, that was a complaint one time before that, oh, you only have people in here that have wrenches and I'm leaving. And I was like, no, that's just not the case. So I only have probably about 5 people that I know. So, hey, Gary, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I think I was lurking a little bit last Saturday. Usually in the summertime where I'm at here in Pennsylvania, honestly, I don't spend a whole lot of time on Saturday nights on YouTube, because we're kind of doing errands and the way my wife's schedule is, and just trying to catch up. So if you don't see me not saying hello, I'm not boycotting you. So this is. Hey, Phil, what's up, buddy? How are you? And I see your guys' comments, and I'm looking at the screen over here. Like I said, we're going to do, and I'll even, I got to highlight you guys. I don't know what you think. Sold earlier today, so a good way to, oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm concerned that July could be a little tough for me, because a supplier that I was getting stuff for my Amazon store, they can't get this one product that I was selling. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm a little bit, like, wow. Yeah, I'm selling things, and it's hard, because you're trying to, here in Pennsylvania, there's no garage sales or estate sales in the winter, so you got to do them in the summer. But then the summertime, you're trying to enjoy the time outside, trying to mow the grass, trying to balance this all out. I mean, last Monday I went to the post office and UPS with about 62 packages, so that was good. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean I mean let's um, it all that means nothing in some people, because they $100 packages, or are they $10 packages. So, but either way, I'm moving stuff, but not as quick as I would like. So, boy, Stuart really has. It looks like he's added more stuff here, but he's got some. Stuart, I always like his store because he has a lot of variety in his store. He's only got 811 items, and yet he's still yeah, and there's there yeah, in the booths, right, Stuart. So we all need summer vacation like the kiddos. Yeah, I'm going in October to um, Disney. Hey Gary, I'm not sure if you're working or not, but if you want to come on camera, the link's above. You don't have to stay long. You want to stop in for 5 or 10 minutes. Anybody's welcome as long as they turn the camera on and they behave themselves. So that's what I'll say. So, all right, well, that's Stuart's store. If you guys want to check it out, Stuart Franklin Hill Ventures, go check out his store. And next store we're going to go to is April's eBay store. No, Disney World in Florida. We've never been there for Halloween. April here has 111 items listed, stamps. She's starting to add more, so that's nice to see. We always got to keep in mind that everybody has the opportunity to source the same way as somebody else. Sometimes some people get so much stuff they don't know where to go with it, or they have these death piles. And then some people, because of their scheduling or because of their health, they can't get out as much and get yeah, I've been there, but it's crazy at Christmas time. Some people can't get to places to get stuff, so we always got to keep that in mind to that not everybody has the same. And I think that's why sometimes when you watch the YouTube auctions, sometimes there's great opportunities to buy and sell things, especially if you're not one to go to garage sales and stuff like that. So go check out April's Treasure Finds. And if you do buy something there, tell her that you found through Patdees. Record Crate Adam. He's got he basically sells records and CDs. He's got a place in North Carolina. Actually, he had multiple stores where he sells records and stuff like that. So he's got a variety. I actually, I was glad I got over COVID about 2 weeks ago, because me and the wife had tickets for 2.5 years, and we went to Philadelphia this Saturday and saw the best concert we ever saw. Joan Jett, Dave. I almost said David Letterman, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison. And we had a good time there. So go check out Adam's. Is pretty straightforward. His store. He's got 101 followers, 100% positive feedback. Go check out Record Crate Adam. Everyone have a good day. Okay, Don, I'll see you. Hey, Connie, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Don, I'll see you. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I want to go to Disneyland in a couple years. So the next one we're gonna is Source Camp. Connie's been around. Usually when the beard goes live. Patdees doesn't go live that much, so I don't get to have that opportunity for Connie to kind of hang around. Now, Source Camp is a newer store, which she's 154 items. So you could check her out. A lot. It seems like a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, spinner scope. I don't know how many. I'd love to know how many people. I saw something on TikTok last night where a guy. TikTok or Instagram. I'm kind of getting confused, because Instagram now is basically doing reels too, and I kind of, they're sort of mimicking TikTok. But the guy has a full-time job and then does $11,000 at 90 days, and he says he uses that money for vacations and stuff like that. So go check out Source Camp. New 8 followers, 125 items sold. The next person is Diamond H Sales. 5,000 items, 73 followers. Gary, are you? Hey, here we go. Hey, Phil.
5,000. Hey.
Now you got to mute me on YouTube, buddy.
Yeah, going right there. Is that better, Pat?
Yep, that's better, bud. So Diamond H Sales here has 73 followers, and his store, he has a lot of. It's funny when you see in certain areas, like he's got a lot of. You got stuff where you must have a bowling alley that closed down. How you been, Phil?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Pat. Been fighting with the household electrician.
Oh, why? What happened?
Got a new breaker box put on the back of the house.
Ah.
And they had to drill a new access port through the roof. Put the big conduit pipe up.
Yeah.
It's got to be so far up in the air. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We had a nice little storm come through this morning, and I've got a drip. So,
we had to have our electrician come out last week because I've been letting it go for about, honestly, probably 3 or 4 years, but I'm down here in my basement office, and we couldn't turn off the light, or when I tried to hit the switch going upstairs, it would snap the breaker. So something was wrong with the switch. But I'm like, if electrician just comes out for that, it's going to be $150, $200. And so we were letting the light run all the time in the basement. And oh, no problem, Gary. See you, Stuart. And what was I going to do? So, but my son did something in his room, and an outlet, his whole room couldn't. So he couldn't run the air conditioner, couldn't. So we had to have an electrician come by. And sure enough, it was a double outlet that a wire fell off and was shorting. So then I had him come down, and he says, this is a 4-way switch. And he goes, you must have it. I said, no. I said, we had to switch it. And then I said, oh, yeah. When we built that,
another switch. Yeah.
We have another switch over by the basement door. Right. But we don't come in that way because the build code doors are there. So, and they're locked on, inside. So, So what happened was I said, oh, yeah, behind the shelf over there. So sure enough, that's what it was. And he said, there's a short. So we took that outlet off, and now I'll probably save $15, $20 in electric.
We kept tripping the breaker with the air conditioner. And it's a new air conditioning unit. It's only 3 years old. Uh-huh. It's a 50 amp breaker. And the technician says, well, it's only drawing 9 amps, blah, blah, blah. And I said, Of course, it could be that 60-year-old breaker box on the back of the house. So
right. We have
$2,000
where our electric goes underground.
Yeah.
So I live in the country. So what happened was, instead of running the wires in between the trees, my father-in-law was an excavator when he's 83 now, so he doesn't do it no more. He delivers stone, but he lives an hour away. But I had him do all my excavating, and I said, look, I want to put it underground. So, and when the conduit came up to the house, over the years now from settlement, it cracked. So now we have right where it comes up into the house, it's cracked towards the bottom of the ground. And ouch. Yeah, so I don't know if I could try to put a sleeve around. I don't know, but I've been noticing it. Hey, Destiny, what's up, honey? How are you? Nice to see you. Appreciate it. This was an odd time to go live, but when I got to be feeling it to go live sometimes, and when I'm not, I just don't go. So I was like, you know what? Let's go live. Let's talk eBay. Let's talk shop. And I'm not stepping on anybody else's toes that is live or has an auction.
I like the way you've been showing the everybody's shop around here. That's a pretty nice scenario you're doing, and it helps the community.
Well,
because everybody gets a little feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Whether you like something or you don't, or
what happened in the beginning of the year. I don't like to, honestly. I'm not one to sometimes sit around, believe it or not, and just chit chat. I'm not a quiet person, but to just randomly sit around and just talk about things. There are times like I can have a conversation on the phone and I say what I want and it's done over in 2-3 minutes and that's it. So I wanted to create something to talk about reselling because I don't talk politics or anything, negative on this channel. And I wanted to, so I said, hey, for $10 a year, if I get a couple people, I'll feature them. And I'll go in and we'll buy stuff periodically, and we've bought, I think, from almost every store. Or if somebody bought from my store, I reimbursed them back the $10. So it didn't cost them nothing. I mean, Stuart, we've bought stuff, or like we've had somebody buy something and we reimbursed them back. So it really didn't. But I made the decision probably about 2 months ago that it was a lot of work to do it. If anybody else wanted to participate, I wasn't going to do it for $10 for the year. I was going to do it $10 for 2 months, and this would be the last year I would do it because honestly, the folk I like being part of the community and talking reselling, talking shop, but at the end of the day, that don't pay my bills. No. And if you're not a large channel where you're getting super chats or you're getting a lot of views, you're not making no money doing this. So, to make money as a reseller, your time's got to be focused on reselling. But with that being said, you still got to network and talk to other people and get ideas on what they're selling, what's going on, what's doing. Because how do you grow even, and how do you learn? So that's why I like still doing this, and kind of, because sometimes I'll go through a store and be like, oh wow, I never thought about selling that, and I feel bad for people sometimes just starting out, and they don't know, like, oh, would you sell that? I mean, I'll sell anything that's legal that if I can't.
That's like your book show the other day. That's what I tried books. I scanned so many books, and maybe I was holding under $1 million, and it's $100 book or it's an $80 book. Maybe I was setting standards that were too high, but books killed me the first 2 years on Amazon. And then I lost my account. I didn't do anything with it. I pulled all my stuff off and lost. And it took forever to get that account opened up again. And I put it rewards me with the effort I put into it, which has not been much about the last 6-8 months. But, whether I always like watching you, because whether you agree with my thought, you don't take it personal. I mean, it's to a certain extent, yeah, it's you. It's like you like books; they work for you. For me, they don't. It's just,
well, Phil, I'm a type of person, and I'm sure people, and man, I tell you, I listened to a video the other day. You'll have somebody come on and say clothes aren't worth selling. Don't sell clothes.
Right.
Okay. Then I watched Back from Burnout, Mel. And there's a guy that she did a chat with. Now, he wasn't on camera. It was more like a podcast. And the guy sells $5 million a year. Now, he has a shop. He sells on. He lists 250. Let me tell you. And if you didn't get something from that chat, you weren't listening, because the motivation and the drive in that individual, that by listening to that chat. And I'm all over the place. I mean, I'm an all-around store because I want to hustle and make money, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to sell books. I walked into a place the other day. They said books were 4 for $1. I know myself that I have. See you, honey. See you, Destiny. Hey, Glenn. What's up, buddy? I know myself. I've walked into that same place, and I don't scan. It was funny because somebody was negative on the video and said. That I posted in Facebook. Oh, how about the Amazon assholes that scan 100 books and never put the books back? Well, that's not me. First of all, I don't have the patience to scan 100 books. I could tell you the 25 books that I got that day, I only scanned about 7 because it was buy 1, get 3 free, pretty much.
Right.
I basically have to look at the book, if it's clean, if it's not moldy. And at the end of the day, I'm not afraid to risk a quarter or $1, even if I'm only going to make. Some people say, "Oh, I wouldn't sell none if I'm only going to make $4." I'm not at that point right now where I have access to items that are 100. I mean, I've seen a guy, he did $60,000 and he posted it up on, I think it was Facebook or TikTok. He did $60,000 in 3 months. And his average is $107, and he buys and he gets things off of Facebook Marketplace. And I'm sharing my real life experience. I sell clothes, I sell toys. Now the books, going back to the books, I put $5 into those books. One book alone is worth $20, and it sells on eBay all the time. that those 20-25 books will only take up about this much space, 2 feet by like 2 feet. Big deal. I'll still, it costs me money to have the eBay store. It costs me money to have so even if I make 1 month $40 and it covers my Amazon store, I'm fine with that. That
Yeah.
to me, then when I sell, for example, a garden hose or a reel or something on Amazon that I might make $20, I get to keep that full $20 because I'm not having to take any money to carry the store. I have these other things. Now I just turned 50. Does that mean that this is viable when I want to do this when I'm 70? No, because I have my whole basement basically is my warehouse, and I can't imagine myself at 70 living in Florida and having this much stuff. So I'm going to probably have to niche down and not have this much. But for now, I'm about hustling and making money. I mean, somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, Pat, I have 100,000 books. You'd only make 50 cents. It'd take you 2 years, and give me some money down and pay. I'm going to go get them. And I'm gonna hustle until I get to that point. My pride don't get in the way. I want to make money, so I'm not afraid to. I mean, and
over on the shelf, I've got some media cases for DVDs. It's a slow seller, but I got it bulk. Another vendor that was supplying 4 or 5 different places went belly up, so I bought up a lot of his stock. And this has been 3 years ago, and I had DVD cases, the black thin line, the thick ones. And everybody told me, "Oh, that stuff's gone. There, nobody's messing with DVDs anymore." But there still are people that are commercially burning them at 1,000 for churches, for high school coaches. Local area in the high school coaches was looking to produce DVDs for his kids, the guys that are looking for scholarships. They didn't have anybody in the school that could burn, I need 100 copies of this. We can send it off to different colleges. And I said, "I'm your man."
Right.
You produce a product. I've got bulk burners over here sitting on the shelf. I can burn 100, in 2 hours.
I mean, I'm
avoiding this because it's a dead media and I don't make a lot, and it's a slow return.
Right.
And it'll be sitting out in the garage or in the barn for 2 years before I get my money, just clear my money back on it. Let's make a profit.
Right. I mean, I honestly I used to have a restaurant business, and I had 3 Subways. I sold them to the family, and I was used to being busy every day, having cash in my pocket. The wintertime was tough, and then ultimately because I got cancer and I closed it down. And it sometimes is a struggle every day, because now I sell something every day, no matter what. There's not a day goes by, because I sell on Amazon and eBay. I sell something every day. I had my busiest day last Sunday of the whole year, and I was surprised. But I look at my eBay store, and when it says I can list, 40,000 more items, and I'm like, I feel
Fill
like
it out.
I know. And yet, I can't get there because let's face it, I would have to basically I would have to list 50, 75 items every. So what winds up happening is, like, I'll be in here, let's say, doing something on the computer, and I'll sit and list baseball cards because I'm in between film. And now I may only like the other night I put on 11 baseball cards. Now it's only $25, $30. But if they're not up there listed, how do I get that 25?
How are you going to sell them?
Right.
If you can't get the eyes on it, Pat, I've got to go. I got somebody pointing fingers at me.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Phil.
Hey, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for the time.
Oh, no problem, buddy. Yeah, that was Phil from Texas, and he goes by the name of. He's in the chat here. Hold on. The Texas Bandit. So if you guys, he doesn't really, I don't think he does any content and stuff like that, but Phil's been a good supporter of me and the channel the last 3 years and stuff like that. But, going back to me talking about the baseball cards and stuff like that, and I bought 200,000 at a time, and some people say, and it's just like even I see people with the, you know how many flea markets I go to, and guys at the flea market or guys that have booths make money selling DVDs at $1 to $3 a piece. That's money, you know. And I mean, a lot of those type, like the flea markets, cash in their pocket, and if they own it, and they could still file their taxes and do things, but they're, you know, they're buying and selling and making a couple extra bucks by doing that. So up here I have Paul Antonelli. He had changed his name. It was something else, but this is Paul Antonelli. He's based in Florida. I don't think he's moved north yet, but he's been on there selling stuff, and he was real estate, but he has 132 followers, 7,005. But he sells a lot of vintage toys and Disney related stuff. I've bought stuff from Paul before. Look, I buy if I can buy and sell things and make money, like I said, I don't care. Oh wow, the Macho Man. There's it's funny because I got the Ultimate Warrior yesterday like that at so go check out Paul's. I'd appreciate it. Let me see. I had featured, I think the only one I didn't feature was Mr. Buys a Lot. And then I'll show my store. And I don't like to focus on myself that long. Mr. Buys a Lot is Brian. He's the largest lister as far as he's got 179,000 to almost 3,000 followers. That's amazing. 73,000 items sold. He does the YouTube auctions too, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Pam helps him out. He moved to South Carolina, and I actually helped him already move stuff from his Allentown location down to South Carolina, but he's still locked into Allentown because he's got so much stuff, and he's constantly buying and selling and turning things over. It's kind of tough that to kind of do that in a speedy process. So if you guys want to check out Mr. Buys a Lot store, you know, please do. Now my store here, and this is from, just so you guys know, I have the travelingpicker.com website. I made this website up, and I'll quick kind of go over. We have over 4,000 Funko Pops. Wow. We will be putting, boy, I see those all. I can't believe when people get into something, how much people pay. It's funny because people will pay $10, $15 at the store, and then you go to yard sales, and you know they're $2 or $3. And I don't know. I like some of the Funkos, and some they just look alike. I do have a couple. Actually, I have one right here, Mike. Hold on a second. I have. Hold on. Take it off the shelf here. I have, and I'll make myself, hold on. I have, from the movie John Winger, Stripes, Bill Murray. So I like it. I like, and this was a Walmart exclusive. I didn't see the other two. One was that John Candy, and one was the other guy. Oh yeah, John Candy and that other guy that played Russell. They both passed away. John Candy probably passed away about 15, 20 years ago. But that Russell guy, he passed away, I think, last year. But I always liked that movie, Stripes. So, I don't know. Grown man with sometimes, I sometimes think to myself, what the hell am I doing? All these collections and toys. So, all right, let's share the screen again. Add to stream. There we go. Sometimes you forget when you don't do this for a while how to do it. So, all right, my store. Let's go back. And this is my, real quick, let's go. Contact us. Like I'm constantly looking for stuff. I don't care. I think if you can survive, honestly, the next year or two, you'll be fine. And this is the time to buy stuff on the cheap sometimes. And if you buy it at the right price, somebody's going to want it. You could sell it at the right price. You'll just be fine. But you could see here, even me, I have I talked about my shirt earlier, $17.95. And basically I would have made like $6-7. So if anyone wants to order through this video, it's 2 for $20 shipped. I have large, extra large, 2X, and 3X. and my email is in the description below. 2 for $20. It covers my cost, and that's it. So I got a couple things here. I'd like to sell more things actually on my own website, but it's tougher than you think because you got to get people. I want to even sell Disney. I don't have no stuff on there yet. I haven't done much with the website. I did all this stuff myself, but I haven't done much in the last 2 months with it just because I've been sick. And I can go to my eBay store. See, you click eBay. So this is my eBay store. And from baseball cards to bulldozers, I've sold something small as baseball cards. And probably about 10, 12 years ago, I sold a bulldozer that we had to deliver on a flatbed tow truck. 138 followers, 99% positive feedback. I hate, that's another thing, is I hate when you get feedback when you refund the customer. And, oh, you didn't refund me as quick. Well, sometimes they jump the gun. It says 3,000 items sold. But I have a whole mixture. I have 1,258 things. Are they all the best things? No. I've been sending out a lot of offers lately, and that seems to be working. So you can see I sell I pretty much will sell anything that I can try to sell. It's funny because these couple these are the ones I didn't know. I don't know if that's automatically in the eBay store. These are people that I have some watchers on. Usually when I have watchers on something, I will send offers unless the item is priced so cheap. Like if I have something listed at $5, what do you want me to give it to you for $3? No, I don't do that. I mean, I do once in a while have something for $5. I'll send an offer for $4, but I have a mixture of, you can see a lot of different, I sell clothing, cards, toys, anything. I mean, here's all my categories over here on the left. It doesn't matter to me if I can buy it at the right price and sell it and flip it. And I think part of anything with you just got to be organized. You got to know. I've changed a lot. I include hold on. I include now this postcard that I created, and this has helped my feedback tremendously. So that's my story. If you want to check it out, I didn't want to be here. I don't like to really. Yeah, it's all right. I did almost $5,000, but one was a $3,000. So I'm doing around $1,500 to $2,000 a month. I did $5,000, but one was a $3,000 item. So what did I get feedback for today? Maybe because I bought something. Yeah, I bought something. And then I sold, but I've been getting a lot of good feedback. I did get that one negative because someone bought a sprinkler and said she adjusted it, and I gave her money back, and she still left because I didn't do it quick enough. So, but whatever. So, I'm not gonna. So I've been including this postcard in my eBay items. It says, thank you, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and eBay, and this has helped a lot with positive feedback. So. All right, guys, I did that show pretty fast. Usually I typically like to do about an hour. We got 40 minutes there, but I do. It's okay. It helps because my wife has a full-time job, but that's about it. You're just paying the bills. I don't want to just pay the bills, though. I want to, honestly, my goal is to try to make $50,000, $75,000 a year as a reseller all the time. Not just, one hot year and then one cold year. And, so, but I gotta just constantly keep pushing myself to get things listed and just keep pushing forward. And, you're not married to this stuff, so don't be afraid to lower prices and take offers. So, all right, guys, I do appreciate the support. I do appreciate everyone that's watching. If you guys could give me thumbs up and comment below. If you're new to the channel, have to subscribe. My name is Patdees. The channel is The Traveling Picker. And you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine and be safe on the 4th. You take care. Bye.